Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our June webinet. My name is Jeff Schuler. I am the president of Usability Sciences. We have an interesting topic today, using your mobile presence to build your brand. And while brand building is certainly related to the user experience, which is our area of expertise here at Usability Sciences, I've also asked Joy Randalls, Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Velocitude, to co-present with me today, as brand building through mobile is one of their core competencies. So, Joy?
Thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate it. So, it's an exciting time right now with mobile. We've got a lot going on, and I'm looking forward to hopefully educating you on some things that you can do to utilize mobile to extend the reach as well as build your brand.
Super, thanks, Joy. Folks, a couple of housekeeping things. We always get requests for slides and recordings of the webinet, and we will make these things available to you later this week. At the end of the session, we will have Q&A. You can submit your questions at any time through the WebEx chat mechanism, and we'll answer them as best we can. And just one more thing from an introductory standpoint, we've been doing these webinets now for almost 2 years. If there's one thing we have learned in that time is that it's that we can't please everyone with every webinet. Joy and I both think we've got a lot of interesting ideas in this session on brand building. So if you walk away with just one or two good ideas, then hopefully it will be a worthwhile expenditure of 30 minutes of your time. So let's get started. Joy?
Awesome. Well, as mobile, as all of you know, or you would be participating today, mobile is growing. What's really important as you establish a mobile presence out there or enhance the mobile presence that you already have today is that you take mobile and make it a part of your overall marketing plan. It's just really important to tie all the pieces together, and mobile actually gives you the ability to do that, tie things back together digitally. If you think about it right now, mobile happens to be the fastest growing technology and the fastest growing technology that we've ever seen, even faster growing today than the internet was when it was launched originally. Some examples of that are, you see mobile everywhere now. I mean, mobile is in the boardroom, mobile is in China, mobile is in, the hands of 3-year-olds, and it's in the hands of grandparents. Baby boomers are actually one of the fastest growing adopters of smartphones in the world. To that point, you've worked a lot, and put in a lot of effort and a lot of money to build a brand that you have today. So you want to make sure that that's accurately represented going forward, and that what your users experience in one place where they see your brand is the same as what they experience in the other, so that there's uniformity. The key to that really is the platform, because the mobile platform actually augments all the other pieces we'll be discussing today and allows you to extend your branding efforts. You can utilize analytics to tie all the pieces together. So to have the ability to understand sort of what's been accomplished in all forms of digital media, including mobile, as well as tie it back to some of the things that you would see for in-store locations for people who have brick and mortar, for things that are done in print, etc. And we'll talk a little bit about more about that as we go through.
So the user experience on the mobile device is really key to building the brand. If you think about what makes you brand loyal, it's feeling good about your interaction with a branded experience. And on the mobile device, it's more than just usability. Everybody agrees that the usability of a mobile site is critical, and we're certainly able to help with that. But the second and equally important component of the user experience is functionality. The mobile user needs select functionality that is probably a subset of your primary website. So choosing what content to feature on your mobile site is an important component of a good user experience, which in turn helps build your brand. The ultimate goal is to deliver the optimal user experience through mobile, anytime, anywhere. Joy?
So, if you think about it, mobile gives you the ability to extend your reach and literally put your brand in the hands of customers all around the world. So the mobile web is really growing at an unprecedented rate. According to a recent study by Nielsen, web visitors in the United States was at 56.9 million in July of 2009, but went to 91.2 million in May of 2010. And the expectation is that it will be at 250 million a month by 2013. which gives you a huge audience. There's basically 4.1 billion current mobile web users worldwide. So if you're going to address an audience that large, it's really important to protect your brand and provide brand integrity, as well as provide content that the users want in an intuitive and usable format. The mobile web gives you the ability to extend your brand to all mobile users, whereas mobile apps serve specific purposes depending upon what it is you're looking to accomplish. If you're looking to do a process that would be very resource intensive and you want to have data that's resident on the mobile device, or if you're looking for something that's going to represent your brand in the various app stores like Android or BlackBerry or the iTunes store, then mobile gives you a way to have your brand present where your competitors might have their brands as well.
So the user experience is key to adoption. If you provide a good user experience, people will keep coming back. If you don't, they will not, and that hurts your brand. And it's not just about making things smaller on a mobile device. That's miniaturization. Mobilization is taking into account the unique capabilities of the smartphone to enhance the user experience. It's considering and planning for the fact that all devices are not equal so that you get a good user experience on all devices. To Joy's point on mobile websites accommodating 100% of the mobile audience, Velocitude's technology and their platform ensures that content is properly presented through any mobile device. And here at the bottom of the slide, just a couple of quick points on best practices to enhance the user experience. We did a competitive study recently, and we found that, first of all, persistent search, which was having the search field available from any page, was very popular with mobile users. They want the ability to browse the categories on the site, so make sure you don't hide them. But as a safety net, they really liked having search always available. And on the last point, sites that provide the ability to quickly narrow or filter search results, and particularly when you could get literally thousands of search results, the ability to filter and narrow them was very well received from the mobile user. Joy?
Right, so mobile campaigns. Mobile campaigns have actually been proven to be 5 times more effective than online, and the primary reason for that is what's considered the nose-to-screen ratio. What that really means is that the average mobile user accesses email from their phone every 3 to 7 minutes. So it's a very immediate reaction to email on things that are sent via alerts or text messages and SMS, MMS, those type of things. The average reaction time is 30 seconds. And you get their undivided attention for that very short period of time. So the adoption rate is extremely high. Mobile coupons could mean, and mobile campaigns, a lot of different things. So mobile coupons is one aspect of it, and coupons could be in the form of an SMS or an image-based coupon. Email marketing, so mobile-ready email that basically is viewable on any mobile device that's out there. Loyalty programs, and location-based ads with calls to action. A couple of good examples are, there was a recent campaign that was run by North Face, and it was launched mobile only and was location based. So rather than target retail locations or shopping malls and those types of things, they actually targeted points where clients would be interacting with their brand, or they had a high potential of being interactive with their brand, meaning trailheads and places like ski slopes, etc. For instance, alerts were sent. Say, for instance, you're on site at Vail, Colorado, and you're going to go skiing for that day. So there's an alert that's sent to you that tells you what the slopes are like that day and, what the power conditions are, which slopes are open. In conjunction with that, there would be an offer that would give you a discount at the ski shop that's there at the bottom of the slope when you're in. That particular campaign actually had a 76% success rate. And actually, 76% of the people who received that alert reacted to it. So they either came in and or made a purchase in the store. Another example is H&M, which is a retail clothing store that caters to 15 to 25-year-olds on a global basis. They do their entire loyalty program, their customer loyalty program, via mobile. So they send alerts to the customers with a special offer that generally expires within 72 hours. They're designed to drive in-store foot traffic, and those campaigns have an average of a 40% adoption rate at virtually no cost to H&M. Then, mobile mobile marketing spend. So I know it's hard to imagine that mobile marketing is a maturing market, but mobile marketing actually started about 10 years ago with SMS messaging. So mobile marketing has been going on a long time. It's evolved pretty dramatically because how you can market mobily has expanded well beyond SMS. Great example of this is the average Fortune 500 company is going to spend 10% of their marketing budget on mobile in 2011, and that's based on a survey done of the Fortune 500 by advertising age. That'll be spread across mobile web initiatives, across mobile marketing campaigns, SMS, etc. But that's a huge number when you think about the average marketing budget of a Fortune 500 company today. An example might be, I was on a panel recently with Home Shopping Network with their VP of e-commerce, and he pointed out that 6 months previously, so just after Christmas, they were really unsure how many people were visiting their site via mobile, but had noticed there was a huge uptick in traffic. And they implemented a module for their analytics program to be able to determine how many mobile devices were hitting their systems a day. The number was so large that they immediately made a decision to go out and set up a mobile website. So currently today, 9%, 6 months later, 9% of their revenue overall, their sales overall, are done via mobile devices. And this has given them a lot of flexibility. They actually have the ability now, they've got personas based on the mobile users that are out there. They know what the demographic is, what time of day do they visit, where do they go, what are they normally buying. And it gives them the ability to adjust messages on the fly. If we go on to, mobile marketing and mobile shopping. So shopping is actually a little bit more than a fad today. It's a $13 billion market in the U.S. in 2009. So that's a pretty large number. And commerce actually grew 388% from 2008 to 2009. And the number seems to be growing at the same rate moving forward now. There's actually almost 58 million Americans access the web every day, visiting shopping sites and or making purchases via mobile devices, which is a huge number. One of the challenges is to, make sure that your brand's accurately represented there so that what they're seeing relative to that mobile site is optimized for the mobile device, but is reflective of what they would see in your print advertising or on the desktop. eBay, as an example of this, actually did $400 million in business via mobile in 2009, and they're on target to do over $1 billion in 2010. Other companies like Amazon and Fandango and people that adopted quite early in the process now have complete standalone business units inside the organization focused on mobile alone, and mobile is actually a standalone business unit. When you start to tie all those pieces together, it gives you the opportunity to engage and have a meaningful engagement with your clients every time, and represent your brand in a lot of different ways. And for the people in marketing, they certainly know that having multiple touch points is how you really build that brand loyalty. So if you think of the mobile man in the middle as being the mobile web platform, so the platform is the conduit for all of those other pieces. We talked a little bit about commerce and coupons and SMS and all of those other pieces and loyalty. A few other good examples are for people who have brick and mortar locations, being able to have a GPS or store locator feature. We found that quite a few of our clients, everyone who has brick and mortar, meaning whether it's a restaurant or hotel, this is a really key feature because everyone has their phone with them. So you can look up your zip code or use the GPS locator if your phone has GPS built in to find the location. On-premises navigation is highly used in retail or in the travel and hospitality arena. We've got a client right now that's working on actually rolling this out. It'll act sort of as a mobile concierge for you while you're physically on site. Extended packaging and the barcode readers are another great way to utilize some other technology. We have a client where you can actually take your barcode reader, walk into the storeroom at your office and utilize the camera built into the phone or the barcode reader in the phone, click through 5-10 items, add them to your shopping cart, and literally make that purchase on the fly. Extended packaging gives you the ability, whether you're an online purchase or an online service, to be able to view video associated with that, or extended package, it could also relate to product reviews, other information that would be viewable either on the site and or in brick and mortar locations based on an item that the customer is seeing there at your site. So it really is a great way to provide information. If you think of mobile overall, it should be relevant and timely and reflective of your brand.
Good stuff, Joy. Thanks. So I talked earlier about the user experience and how usability is part of it, but certainly the customization of content for a mobile site is extremely important to the user experience. And I just wanted to give you some examples of sites that we think have done a pretty good job of selecting content for their mobile site. So this is Olive Garden, and this is their main website, obviously. So folks here are able to research the menu and the wine list and recipes and specials and things like that. Nutritional information is one of the least accessed areas of the site. And you can see there's no reference to it here on the home page. You really have to dig 4 or 5 clicks in to get nutritional information. But here is the Olive Garden homepage on their mobile site. And you can see that we retain the branding. This is actually a rotating banner that can be easily changed to accommodate featured specials. The thing to note here is that find a restaurant and nutritional information are very prominent and literally one tap away versus 4 to 5 clicks on the website. So Olive Garden actually did research in their restaurants to determine what people wanted through the mobile site. And the restaurant finder can be GPS driven. So if you think about it, you might be traveling and you may not have any idea what zip code you're in, but you can still find an Olive Garden restaurant through their mobile site. The image on the right, this is the nutrition finder. So you can see you tap on nutrition, tap on chicken marsala, and you're sitting in the restaurant and looking at the menu, and you can now tell the fat and sodium content of chicken marsala and make a choice as to whether that guy is healthy for you or not. So that's one example. Here's a second one, financial institution example. The Chase Logged In website homepage has 34 navigational opportunities. So there's lots of places customers can go, lots of things they can do, a lot of activities, which is what their primary site needs to be able to do. But here is the Chase mobile site. So if you were to go to your iPhone and type in chase.com, you'd be redirected to mobilebanking.chase.com. You would see a user ID and a password for login. And then upon logging in, what you're going to see is basically a 2-tabbed arrangement. The My Accounts tab is the first thing that appears. You can drill into any of your accounts on Chase. You can see transactions, etc., that have cleared and do those kinds of activities. And on the second tab, you have the opportunity to do payments and transfers. But, there's no applying for an account here. There's not, loan papers to fill out, etc. People just aren't going to want to do that on a mobile device. So Chase has customized this content specifically for the mobile user. So the last example here is Office Depot's website. And again, obviously, lots of navigational opportunities, features, tools, etc., etc. This is what Office Depot did on their mobile site. You can see that Store Locator is #1 navigational choice. That's what people want on a mobile device. And that's common, by the way, through a lot of different mobile sites. Ink and toner, Office Depot knows, account for 45% of their web and mobile sales. So that is the #1 product listed, followed immediately by office supplies. You can see that they've maintained the branding through logo and some imaging, but it's a nice clean design. It's uncluttered, and again, it's customized to give the mobile user exactly what they want from an Office Depot mobile website. So how do you get to this point? I mean, how do you determine and prioritize what mobile content you want to provide? Well, here's some ideas for you. First of all, look at your analytics data. If you think about it, with or without a mobile optimized site, and you may not have one today, people are still visiting your site on their phones. You can go to your analytics package. You can look at you can segment on the mobile visitor. You can look at what they did, what areas of content they visited. You can see what they searched for. And this is a great way to understand what that mobile visitor is actually looking for on a website through their phone. Okay? Second thought here, talk to customers. What a concept, huh? Some different ways you can do that. One-on-one interviews through which you can understand how the phone fits in their lives and how your website might fit in their lives through the phone. Always insightful things come out of these one-on-ones because they can't be influenced by peer pressure. The second opportunity there is to run focus groups, and those might be specifically targeted at feature prioritization. We have offered a service like that for websites and certainly have adapted it now to mobile websites here at Usability Sciences, where we have the focus group participants actually rank and rate different features of their value to them. So those kinds of research vehicles would be a great way to help you prioritize features for a mobile site. And the last thing that some of our customers have done in terms of talking to customers or talking to their customers is to do intercept surveys on their current websites. So to actually ask their website visitor, hey, are you a smartphone user? Do you visit websites? What kinds of things would you like to see available through our website if it was mobile enabled? And that data is, again, very helpful, along with other things to try to shape the content on your mobile site. The last idea here is to do a competitive assessment. The way we do that at Usability Sciences is we actually work with you to evaluate whether the top 2 or 3 competitors in your space that have created a mobile presence. We bring in people who are target market to use the sites. We have them go through a bunch of canned tasks on the sites. We find out what they like, what they don't like, what they can do, and what they can't do. And it's a great way of learning both what to do and what not to do on your mobile site. So strongly recommend that competitive assessment. Take advantage of what other folks have done in your space and learn from them. So again, some ideas on how you might determine and prioritize mobile content as you're moving forward to a mobile optimization. So Joy, you want to summarize and wrap us up here?
Sure. So not surprising, mobile isn't coming, it's actually here. And it's just really important as you decide on your mobile efforts and what you're going to do and how your brand's going to be represented, that you're consistent. Make sure that mobile is a part of your overall marketing plan, not just a portion of your marketing plan. Make sure you're able to address all of your audience, and that you're very cautious and careful with what you do related to the content that you show, what the design and functionality are, and that the interface that you present to users actually provides what they're looking for and is intuitive and usable, most importantly. If you do that and tie all the pieces together, then you'll actually have the ability to utilize analytics, make sure that you're on target, and track your goals and achieve the goals that you have for mobile.
Super. Folks, that's the content we had intended to present today. I haven't seen any questions come in. My little green icon has not flashed red, so I am assuming we don't have anything from the audience. I would ask you, we are going to be sending out a survey tomorrow, just asking you to evaluate this content and its value. Any suggestions for improvement, and perhaps most importantly, if you can share any ideas for webinets going forward, we're delighted to entertain those. We're trying to put together the content that's going to be meaningful for the audience, and no better way to find out than, again, ask your customer. Hang on a second, Joy, I may have a question. And this is right down your alley. How to set up mobile site content so it is synchronized with the main website.
Well, that's pretty easy for us. So we actually have the ability to do that on the fly in real time. So if your content exists on the desktop site, we can actually repurpose that for mobile. We don't build a site from scratch. So we actually take the existing content, either content that's publicly visible or content that you've suppressed that you want specific for mobile, and optimize that. We know which device it is when it touches the edge, and we'll display it appropriately based on that device. So what a user sees on an iPhone would be quite different than what they saw, say, on a Motorola flip phone or a BlackBerry, etc.
And the point is that the content is automatically synchronized by your technology, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay. We had another question on when will the content here be available. We should be able to get that out to you tomorrow. We've got to do some processing of the recording to make sure that it's consumable, but we'll send out links to the folks that have requested. Well, actually, we're going to send it out to everybody simply because it's easier for us than it is to segment. So we'll provide links through an email where you can download the slides and or watch the presentation. Okay?
Last but not least.
Last but not, yep, go ahead. Go ahead, Joy, you're up.
Last but not least, we have an announcement we wanted to make. So, Velocitude was acquired last week by Akamai Technologies, and if anyone doesn't know who they are, Akamai Technologies is a billion-dollar public company that produces about 70% of the content that's available on the internet. They're a content delivery network, and it's a pretty exciting time for us because obviously an acquisition like this certainly does validate mobile in the marketplace.
And we congratulate you. And Joy's email will change at some point in time, but right now you can still reach her at jrandalls@velocitude.com. Folks, thanks very much for your attention. We've had some nice compliments, and we certainly appreciate those. We hope you got something of value out of the session. We'll continue to do these every 4 to 6 weeks, so you can certainly return to usabilitysciences.com, check out the agendas, and sign up for the ones you want to see. Joy, I thank you so much for helping out here, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm going to sign off now. Okay?
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Bye.